Let's decode success today with Sekhon X. We have an amazing music person up here. He is getting into the music industry.
I didn't know about that time how to release your song on Spotify or on YouTube. So I paid 23,000 rupees to a company, and now that company, I can't even see that company.
So, like when you write songs, like how do you find your inspiration?
If I like it or not. If I don't like it, how I will tell people that this is my song. Now, if I am writing a song, in my backend, I have a script being ready for my reel.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਕ ਵਰਡ ਦਿਓ
You had done a music video as well, right?
I did a lot of music videos. I have some songs that I
Yeah, I did saw that your song Lal Battiyan got really popular. People are recreating reels on that, and I saw you sharing. Do you want to sing it up here? Couple lines.
ਡੈਡ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਾ ਫਰੈਗਰੈਂਸ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਡਿਓਰ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਮਹਿੰਗੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਸ਼ੂ ਮੈਂ ਟੱਪਿਆਂ ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਆਖੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ
Hello, guys. Welcome to our podcast series. Another episode 100 Business Owners, 100 Lessons. Let's decode success today with Sekhon X. We have an amazing music person up here. He is getting into the music industry, and let's get to know more about from him.
I write songs and I sing songs. I make music, and I'll answer whatever you wanna know.
So basically, how did you came into the music industry? Like, what was like when did you started with thinking that you want to go into music industry? Because that's I feel like not what everyone has like pre-made mindset for. So how does that you come into this industry?
I think the word industry starts uh, when somebody else sees it. If you are making music, you don't think that you are working in an industry. You think you are doing something that you like. If you guys are making podcasts, you don't know what other people are uh, thinking about you. It's just that you guys show up here and do whatever you wanna like, whatever you want to do. From I guess ninth standard, I wanted to write songs, and I started singing, and I took some money from my parents, and I recorded my first single, and after that, I've been just doing it.
That's nice. So when you were in the ninth grade, you did your first single.
I started writing music in ninth grade. I guess I uploaded my first song in like when I was in 11th grade. It took me 2 years to convince my parents, but eventually it worked out good.
No, that's nice because I know like I'm also from India, so I know that it's hard to like tell parents that you want to do music and then you want to pursue a career in that, and it's hard to
Yeah.
make them agree upon that. But it's really good that at such a young age, like you launched your first single song at 11th, which is like a quite early still. So what was your first song that you just launched as your first single?
I don't think so that's even available on Spotify or on YouTube, because I paid I guess 23,000 rupees uh, to a company. I didn't know about that time how to release your song on Spotify or on YouTube. So I paid 23,000 rupees to a company, and now that company, I can't even see that company. So the song is gone, but yeah, that song was called Repeat Mode. So um, I was very happy when that song got released. My parents, my friends, and yeah, but that song is not on YouTube.
So
Just ask how much is 23,000 rupees in CAD?
It's
Uh,
not.
it's
So
like
so 100 Canadian dollar is around 6,000. 6,000.
so it'll be like
Sorry,
$400
मैं दूंगा.
below $400.
No, like $400?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, he paid like below $400 for a whole music video back in
No, it was just
The-
audio.
just the audio.
Just
Oh,
the
okay.
audio.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because at that time I was, so when you enter a industry or enter a work, so you feel like that you have to have big instrument
Big
to start that job. You have to have podcast mic, you have to have a big cameras. You have to have a Tim Horton cup in your hand if you want to do podcast. But at that time I was like, I have to spend this much to make my song look good, or do these kind of stuff, put ad on my song for marketing, these kind of stuff. And but in India 23,000 is a lot. It's a lot for some. My parents giving me 23,000 when I was in 10th grade. It's a lot. And
No, it's definitely a lot for a 10th grade person, and parents invest himself
Yeah.
being in the music industry, which is like a while back from up here. Like now people do have a lot of craze to be a musician, but at that time, like when you were such a young age, like your parents putting this much money, like I can understand being an Indian is like 23,000 that they're giving it to you
Yeah.
just for the audio, like not even like the full video, just for the audio. It's
Yeah.
a big thing. So did you ever like release that music, like that audio anywhere?
That company released that song, but that company released that song, but now it's not available right now, and I feel like not sharing it at the moment because whenever I listen to my old songs, I don't feel like sharing them. So yeah, you cannot listen that song right now, but after that, I have a lot of songs on
Okay,
my
no,
official channel.
that's good, but yeah, but the first song is the first song, but that
Yeah.
is like really good. 11th grade to do that. So so I have seen like so what like how did you came up to the concept of coming up to social media? Because I have seen like you are gaining like pretty impressive following and views on social media. People are liking your song. Few of your songs got really viral. So how did you like thought of going and start your career on like social media?
I think everything switched this January 2024. I've been
Okay.
making music around from 2018 or 2019. I think when you love something, you don't think it is as a business. You have your feelings attached to it. You don't want anybody to say something bad about it. But um, I used to listen a guy. His name is Nick D. So uh, I listened to his advice. He said put content first. Nowadays, people are consuming everything through social media. So I felt like if somebody is coming on internet, they're coming to be entertained. They are not there to get a podcast. They are not there to listen a podcast. They are not there to discover a song. They are not there to think about a business. They are just there to be entertained. So while entertaining them, how I can let them know that this is my song and you should listen it here. So that's the whole part that I started doing from 2024.
That's pretty good because after coming to the social media, I feel like people liked your song. It got a reach out to the people, and now you have made an audience. And I was thinking, it's like if you ever to do a song now, it'll be better for you to get reach. But that you said like after the 10th grade when you launched your first song, and being on social media now, what kept you motivated during those time when you were not either on social media, not launching any song? Like how was your journey at that time? That are you writing songs at that time, or like what were you doing?
It always goes to why you started it. It always go to if I would have started it to gain money or uh, to 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 get some views, it would have stopped just when I didn't got any view. I started it because I really like I really like making music, really like sharing it with the world. So I just kept going and releasing music and just making sure that the music is good. And 2024 happened and changed some of my life.
That's a nice story. So like when you write songs, like how do you find your inspiration? Because I know like me being self a content creator as well and being up, the only thing comes a bit is like when you're writing new songs, when you have to find inspiration, like sometimes just your mind blocks, you don't find creativity. So what's your inspiration for creativity to find when you're writing songs?
I think it depends on it's 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 different with all the songs. It different with all the songs how this song was made. But in general, the basic of every music, just I can only talk about myself, is if I like it or not. If I don't like it, how I will tell people that this is my song? So first of all, the basic is that I should like it. Then it comes that if I write certain words like this, I can promote it like this. So even now, if I am writing a song, I have in my backend, I have a script being ready for my reel. I have a I have a I have a point being ready that this is how I will promote this song. This is how I will market this song. So it's not about just writing the song. It's about So I also, it's just that you should know how to market your song. So I listen a lot of marketing podcasts, marketing books, and the books, all the stories of the brands that took off just because of one commercial or some kind of that thing. Who wrote those commercial? Who showed those commercials? So it just depends how you market your song. And I'm still learning. There's nothing to tell anybody that this is how you should do it, but I'm just
But
like,
I think you are really marketing your song really well, because I was looking at couple of your videos and like it is attractive. Like I want to listen to those songs. The way you are like putting the visuals and the engaging factor while creating a song. This is really good. I did saw your couple videos where just you ask random persons to give random words and then you make a song on spot, which is really good thing. And I loved those songs. That is good.
thank you.
So is there any artist or any genre that you are influenced by and then you feel like that's your style and that you want to do, like that you have in mind, that you have been following to get like more better?
So I don't have a specific genre that I wanna do, but it's just that seeing what your audience want is also a good thing. So if you took something as a business, you want to make sure that that things goes to your audience. You don't want to make something that's made for alien,
Yeah.
you know. So you have to make something that your audience can relate, that your audience can listen. So at the end I want to make something that I like, but at the end it's all about sharing it with people. I do make songs that I only release that I know that nobody will listen it, or very less number of people will listen it. But entirely, it's just about you making songs that people want to listen.
That's really good. But do you ever had any artist that you idolized with, that like you wanted to go into the industry because I loved listening that to a person and that is like my idol? Or it can't be an artist, like it can be any person that you find inspiration for, is like that's my idea.
I think it changes with time.
It changes with time.
It
I
changes with
agree.
time. So it just same like you guys do podcast. You guys must be listening to a podcast when you were uh, 1 year back. Now you listen to much more, and then you discover Joe Rogan. Then you discover Andrew Huberman. No,
Yeah.
so it just changed. And I used to listen a lot of Punjabi music back then, but when I got to discover about uh, Western music, there is an artist called Russ. So I listen his music. He's a person who tell people to stay independent. There's no hate to work with the label. It's just that because of him I started I started releasing my own music. Stopped being dependent on somebody else to release my music. And there's a lot to get inspired from. But at the end, all of this is just a way. You have to find your own answers. So even if you are reading a book, the book doesn't say that this is how you should do it. It just say that somebody did this way, so find your own way. So there are a lot of people that inspired me, but uh, at the end, you have to do it by your own
If you
self.
ever have to name a person that who inspired you, do you want to share any
Yeah,
of
I told you there's Russ, first of
Russ?
all, Russ. So if I have to name the person from whom I got inspired, I'll name Russ.
Russ.
He was the first person that I started listening and understanding what he's saying. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about him as a person,
Him as a
what he
person.
was saying in his podcasts, his interviews. And second, there's a guy. His name is Nick D.
Nick D.
So I think whatever I'm doing, I guess more than 90% credit goes to him. I got inspired by him. I read his book. His book's name is "You Don't Want It Bad Enough."
Don't want
So
it bad enough.
you don't want
Okay.
it bad enough. I think everything lies under that statement. If you want to do something, you'll find a way, or rather, you will find an excuse. So if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. And these are some of the guys. There are many more.
That's really good. Like I definitely agree with the statement. If you guys like, if you don't want it bad enough, but yeah, like it's fine. He's keep on shooting, so you don't have to worry about anything.
Koi nahi.
But no, I agree with the statement is like if you have to want it that bad, that if you want it, you will find ways to do it. And
Yeah.
that's how where you are after like from 10th since up to up here, it's a long journey. And same thing, I agree with you.
Still long way.
Still a long way ahead, and
Yeah.
for sure. And I agree with your statement as like you need to have a way if you're looking to be build up a business out of it, you will stop after a while because if it's the money is not coming in, you end up stopping. But you had a passion and a motivation, that's why you are doing it still from 10th grade till up here, and you come up a long way. Now people are liking your song, but if you were by the money, you could have
I
stopped a
think
while
I think
back.
money is also important. Money is like wheel of a car. So passion is like sitting in a car. So if you want to move the car, you have to have the wheels.
Wheels, yeah, true, true,
But
true.
if you are passionate enough, you have to get up from your bed and sit in that car.
Sit in that car
But you cannot move that car because of you cannot
just
move
with
that car, or you cannot go that far if you don't have money. I'm not saying money is everything. It's just that you need money to do something. If you are making this podcast, you have to buy this microphone, or not just this microphone. You can either shoot with your phone, but phone also comes with money. And money is important. I'm not saying it's everything, but it's as
it's not the
important.
only factor, but it is important
It
factor.
is
And
as important as if being passionate. It is as important as being passionate.
true, I agree with that. Definitely, you need money at the end, but you need passion with that because with just money, it can't work. But I also saw that you recently performed, like you got a chance to perform in the live show of Prem Deloyers in Canada
Yeah.
tour. So, like, was your first time on live stage ever?
It was not first time, but it was something uh, that I look up to.
Look
You
up
know,
to.
that was first time. That is something I look up to be performing over there. I don't know Prem till know. It's just that I got 15 minutes before him, so I don't have any connection with him. It's just that the promoters, they were kind enough to give me 15 minutes, and I'm thankful to them. And one of my friend, his name is Harsh. He was in connection with them, and I got 15 minutes to just perform over there. The reels that I posted, it looks like they hired me to perform there, but only got 15 minutes to perform there, and
But
but it was good,
it
good
was good.
experience.
It was definitely good. I did saw your video, and I was there at the show as well. So I did saw you, and it was good when you sing.
I
I
was
loved it.
listening your hooting. I heard your hooting.
Yeah, so there you go. So no, you were doing literally good. But like, how do you feel like? Because I know, like, I myself when I record my videos behind camera, it's something different. Like, you do a mistake, you have 10 times to reshoot it. You can edit it. You can do. But when you are live, like, there is no going back. Like once you do it, you're staged, right? And like there is a way because once like seeing your audience after posting the video and one you're performing live, the big crowd in front of you, there is not much chance for mistakes. You shoot. So what difference you feel while you were on the stage as you were being on social media from a long time, coming back on it?
I think the first thing that I told to the audience when I went on the stage, you must have heard, it was just that I'm not here to perform, I'm here to learn. So I kept myself down to the audience. I was not telling them that I am here. So they got to know that I'm nobody. I'm just here to learn. So that's why they supported me. If I would have showed me more than larger than life, then they were here to listen Prem Talon. They were not here to listen me. So they would have not cared. But I told them that I'm from your city, and I'm from your city, and I'm here to learn. And yeah, they supported me.
I did so like I was just going through your Instagram. I did so like you had done a music video as well, right? Or I don't know if it was a clip or something. I did saw it, and so have you done any music video for yourself as well?
I did a lot of music videos. I have some songs that um, I think I did music videos that I thought or somebody told me that because of my friends, they told me that if you'll do music video, your song will perform good. So that's why I did, I guess, 2 3 music videos. I I was working in construction, and um, I got my pay. So I guess I don't know how much it was, around 1600. So uh, I did video for 1500.
Okay.
But the investment, but the ROI, return on investment, was not, it will not cover till I guess 2-3 years more. But from that song, particular of that song, but I did music videos. More than that, I wanted to do that. I wanted to experience being on a camera and showing my parents that this is how I can look. And yeah, I
And
did 2-3
I
videos.
feel like, yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes, like, it's more about the experience than
Yeah,
like before you get the return of investment. Because same thing, like we are in a podcast studio, I might not get return of investment for like next 1 year, 2 year
yeah,
before we actually start earn something from it.
yeah,
Because at the end, you said like there is two wheels, passion and money. And once you start with passion, money, you also need to drive things forward. And you don't know like when you're gonna start making money from YouTube after being monetized or something.
yeah,
But yeah, like we are just doing it for more of experience and to learn. And same thing, we are in here for the podcast to learn as well. Have a chat with minded people like you, other people, so we can also learn about different industries and we get some feedbacks. They get something from us. But yeah, no, it is like good advices that I got from you. And I think I have to read the Rust book as well. As like you won't love it. That what was the name of the book again?
I think there, the book that I read, it was You Don't Want It Bad Enough.
You
But
don't want it bad
the
enough.
Russ, the singer or rapper Russ, that I told, he also have two books. The first book is It's All in Your Head. That it's everything is all in your head.
Everything is
Even
all
if
in your head.
no, the book name is It's All in Your Head.
It's all in your hand.
And the
Okay.
second book is
You don't want it
it
bad
was
enough.
no
No?
no, it was all, it was You Don't Want It Bad Enough. It's the book is of Nick D.
Nick T. Okay.
But Russ, I read both the books of Russ. So the Russ first book is It's All in Your Head. The second book is It Was All Along.
It was all along. Okay.
So both of the books from Russ are very beautiful. Even if somebody is a musician or somebody just want to start a business or do like podcasts like you guys, and you guys can. It's amazing book. Yeah.
Yep, that's good. So what's your current favorite song of yours and like why?
I think I just released the song. Its name is Lal Battiyan. It means red lights. So it's beautiful because people are liking it, and uh, uh, I wrote that song on my friend's story, and it's very, it was very fun experience to make that song, and the people are liking, and it's feel great.
Yeah, I did saw that your song Lal Battiyan got really popular. People are recreating reels on that, and
Yeah,
I saw you sharing. Do you
yeah,
want to sing it up here? Couple lines.
yeah. I can share, but they're in Punjabi, and it's hard
It's
for me to translate.
no. You can sing it in Punjabi, and then we can.
What do you want, Alex?
What do you want?
Huh?
Alex?
Okay,
I don't know.
okay.
No, it's fine. You can sing
Vana.
it in Punjabi as well.
So the song goes like this. ਫਲੈਕਸ ਨਾ ਕਰਾਂ ਝੂਠਾ ਟੈਕਸਟ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਾਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਦੇ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਣਾ ਤੈਥੋਂ ਰੱਖਾਂ ਜੇ ਲੁਕਾ ਜੋ ਤੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ ਨਾ ਚਾਵੇਂ ਕਦੇ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੈੱਡ ਰੋਜ਼ ਨਾ ਫਰੈਗਰੈਂਸ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਡਿਓਰ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਮਹਿੰਗੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਸ਼ੂ ਮੈਂ ਟਾਪਿਆਂ ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਆਖੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮੈਸਿਊ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਟਾਪਿਆਂ ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਆਖੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮੈਸਿਊ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਟਾਪਿਆਂ ਲਾਲ ਬੱਤੀਆਂ
That is really amazing.
Thank
Like
you.
it's really good. Like how do you feel, Alex?
It's great.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Do you want to maybe ask him like what like the story of that song was? Like
Yeah, he did share that it was like inspired from a friend, and he was from a friend. But yeah, do you want to like explain that song means in English?
So the hook line, I'll explain the hook line. The hook line is, my friend was going to meet his girlfriend, and he crossed the red lights. You know, there is a meme called "When She's Home Alone."
Yeah.
No, so there was a meme. It's called "When She's Home Alone," and he turned his car on U-turn and just went there in like I guess 100 or 150 kilometer per speed.
And just cross the red lights.
And cross the red lights. So I had that thing in my mind. So from that day, first thing came in my mind that I'll promote this song as it is. So I wrote that song with my friend. His name is Nav, and I wrote that song for him. He
Ah.
released that song. So I told him that this song is sounding amazing. I wanna release on my channel also in my voice. So he said, "You can." So I released that on my page, and I started getting some attention.
That's really good. No, I like that song as well. Are you planning to record a video on that song?
I think I made a small video in my. I have a small camera in that, but I am not planning to make a full budget
video-
video.
full
No,
video, not
I'll
as-
make 2 songs with that budget.
You don't need a budget. Let us know if you want to record a song. Alex is there. The team is there. We
I was
can.
just gonna say, if you want to make a music video for it free of charge, I'd love to.
We won't charge you
So,
anything. We
thank
would
you.
love to have a
It's just that
work with you.
no, if it's just that if I'm spending, so I'll give you an example. Um, it's just that people don't find your music on YouTube. People find your music on TikTok, Snapchat, or Reels. So it's just that I prefer making short form content more rather than just spending 2 days on shooting and somebody spending 2 3 days and 2 3 days editing it, and we upload it and is it doesn't get that attention. And if imagine Alex just shot a short form of content of me, just me singing like that, and he edited for 1 day. I guess you can edit in like half day, 2 3 hours. You can edit a short form comment. It depends what's the concept, but you can edit. So and it get, I guess, you just imagine it get uh, what you call 200K.
200K.
200K. Imagine he shot a short form content, it got 200K views. So in his mind, he get an instant ROI, not as a in money, but in view, in validation. So he have a motivation and inspiration that yeah, so this is this much time I invested and I got this much ROI on views on his page or anything like that. So he'll do more of that.
More of that.
But if we spend 2 3 days just editing a music video and it doesn't get 1,000 views, then he'll block me.
But I agree with you on this statement some kind of, because what I feel is like same thing that we are doing today is like we shot a full podcast which is like an hour long. Again, I agree with your point is like the ROI is less, like very less people is gonna watch it. But what I feel like is how I integrate those things is like we shot a 1 hour podcast, then we get like 10 15 reels out of it. We make short form content out of it. We start promoting the short form content, and that is our long term marketing plan. From that, we want to redirect people to our YouTube channel. So that way, if that short form content people like our stuff, they can go over there. And what I feel like is how does that separate from us is like there is two things. Once, like if I'm just putting it on my Instagram, like just normal video of me just talking, people are gonna think is like, okay, he is giving some advice. But when I post a whole podcast, like even if it's like 1% of the conversion I'm getting, that 1% is gonna feel like, okay, he is like top of the industry, he's professional, he knows what he's doing, he's not just that liked something and a hobby and he just comes up to the camera and started singing.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. It's like there is one thing is like more people liked it and more people as validates your stuff in a way
Yeah.
that okay, like he's in the industry, he has done a video, he
Yeah.
is a proper singer, like you
Yeah.
want to go to him. So I think that is like gonna give you that, like okay, yeah, he's a legit singer, he's in the industry now,
Yeah.
you want to follow him. So I feel like that increases a bit while you when you go to a proper, like that's the reason we are doing this, because once people are going to see the video, once the podcast is out, we are just going to market it on Instagram. People see it, we redirect, like tell people is okay, if you like this, you want to watch the full thing, go to our YouTube, watch a full episode.
I think for podcast, it's quite different. So I was thinking yesterday why people listen podcast.
Yeah.
I came to 3 conclusions. Set? So I came to 3 conclusions. The first one is if the guest is very popular, then quality doesn't matter. Quantity doesn't matter. And the second is if the guy who's taking podcast is very or have a fan following. Same like Joe Rogan, his his setup is not something that is very big. It's just that he's been doing that and he got that audience all along. And third is, yeah, if you have a professional editing, you have something, that you can offer people. People watch something if people watch something for quite a few things. First is maybe entertainment. They're getting inspiration. They're getting a something out of it as a form of maybe a cooking video or something like that. But yeah, if you're giving a value to person, they're gonna listen it for sure.
Definitely agree. And today I feel like it's more of an era of edutainment.
Yeah,
It's like education and entertainment. You
yeah.
connect both,
That's a
and then
great
people
word.
like, yeah. So and that is what I feel like people
I
have.
heard
Because,
this first time. Eh?
yeah, like, and that's what we are trying to do with the marketing as well, with the podcast and everything, is we want to give people edutainment. Is like you have entertainment with us while having a education, so that way you are not getting bored. You have fun engagement while having a knowledge. And except that, like, that's where the short form content comes in, because I feel like over the time span after coming social media, people's time span has like decreased.
Yeah,
Like people want quick information, knowledge, and to give people information, people wants entertainment.
yeah,
Like if you just start a video with the knowledge,
yeah.
like nobody wants to
No,
watch it. They want to have entertainment. You have to have a hook,
okay.
grab them, stop them, and then you have to give them the information that you
Yeah,
want them to give.
100%.
That's why, like, even over the time what I've seen, marketing has changed like a lot. Earlier, like, you see the ad comes up, they tell what they're selling, what they want the customer to have, simple and sold, right?
Yeah,
Now people want fun, people want to have fun, engagement, interaction. Then they might end up buying your product, because if you are not making them happy, like same thing, like you will see, I don't know if how much you have seen, like McDonald's or Red Bull pages, like they never sell products. Like
yeah.
if you go to their
Same like
page,
Red Bull.
yeah, Red
Yeah,
Bull,
yeah.
they
Red Bull
never
is a prime example. Yeah,
right, Red Bull is the best example. Like even all the money they spend in marketing, they never market Red Bull. So yeah, like with Red Bull, like it's the best example for marketing. Like
yeah.
you will see Red Bull, like they never promote that, oh, come and buy Red Bull from us. They always market about, if you have Red Bull
Experience.
experience, right?
Yeah,
How high energy you
yeah,
have, how like daring you will become. You
yeah,
can do stunts, you can do
yeah.
this, you can do that. And the best thing, Red Bull gives you wings. So they show that how it
It don't
gives you.
gives you wings. It gives you WIIINGS. You know,
Yes, they got
if you know,
sued
you
for
know.
that thing. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I'm saying. And that's why at market has begun. Like if you start selling yourself, like people are not gonna have it. It's
Yeah,
all about giving them the experience,
yeah,
basically. McDonald's sell happiness.
yeah. See,
Like there is like
yeah,
happy meals, happiness. That's
yeah,
all they sell. And same thing. Like I feel like with your music videos, like now people are liking the short form content. It's all about you're selling them experience. You
yeah,
are making them connect with the knowledge of the music, and you are telling them is okay, like people can relate with your
yeah,
music, like Lal Batiya music, people can relate, like
yeah.
that if
I
she's
think
home
it's a
alone, like
good observation.
yeah. And that's how I see your videos as, with the marketing perspective. That's what I see your videos as, is like you are doing that edutainment factor while like putting the entertainment in your music, and you're just combining those two things, and people are loving it. And even I feel like most of the people don't do it. If even if you to go to the, like most of the professional singers who do YouTube videos and they are popular, you will see that most of their Instagrams are like that. They have followers, but they have just post and normal things, but they don't post that like entertainment, right?
Yeah,
But that you are doing a really good thing with giving people entertainment.
yeah,
I feel like this is the best thing to tap in the Gen Z industry, because Gen Zs love entertainment. Anything they
yeah.
want is with the entertainment. And yeah, but anything that you have learned from this industry, from being in it, and with your experience that you want to tell to like new people who want to start, like you were in 10th grade, but there might be some another kid who will be in 10th grade, want to start his stuff, and anything that you want to mention to a person who wants to come into it.
I think the only thing is that uh, focus on learning. If you want to, just like you guys are doing, making a podcast. If you want to, start doing a podcast, don't just start by sitting on the chair. Start by editing. You should know how to edit a video. I edit all of my videos Even if I post on reels or everywhere, I edit all of myself. I was telling him that you are starting the video because I know when you start a video, this is from this second he can cut, from this second he can add music. I know all kind of that thing. So it's just that start learning. And if somebody wants to come in music, if he sing, try if he can write. If he write, try if he can sing. And if he don't want to do one of that thing, if he sing, just try learning audio engineering. It means try learning how to mix your vocals with beat. And if you can learn little bit every day about making beats, that can help a lot. And it's just everything. It just either you can put time or money. If you have money, you can get music from somebody, get lyrics from somebody. Or if you have time and experience combined, you can create that music, create the you can save the money from lyrics and invest that in all. But at the end of it, it's all about learning.
Learning, just learn. And I feel like after like social media coming up, it opened a lot of ways for the artists, because like they can just start posting them. If people like, people support.
Yeah.
Like exactly, like if
Yeah.
you are going on social media and just learn, people like, people support, and you can get like a really good outreach. While earlier, like if you are new, you have to go to the people who are already in the top of the industry, and it's hard for you because then you have to work with them and a lot of things that you have to go in, which is slow procedure. Even there was one Indian kid is like Harsh Likhari, which is like,
Yeah.
being honest, like he was, I think he's at your age when you started, and
Yeah.
he got like really
Yeah.
really popular. He did his tours as well,
Yeah.
and with social media, it's all about, he went viral, people
Yeah.
liked his stuff, and now he got quite fame, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like, but at the same time, it's hard. I feel like what I have seen is people sometimes do get fame, but if you don't know how to maintain that stuff, you can be vanished from social
I think
media a night
it all
as well.
depends why you got that fame.
Exactly.
If you got that fame because of somebody shared it, imagine my song, big celebrity shared it, so people listened that song from there. So I cannot reverse that. I cannot tell the celebrity when my next song we're releasing that please share it. If we share, maybe so that song went viral. Just if somebody shared my song and that song went viral, and if that song went viral because of that celebrity, so in my mind, in my head, and in general, that will not happen again if somebody don't share. So it's just that understanding why that song went viral, that's very important.
I agree, because yeah, I definitely agree with that, because if you got a fame, you need to stick to the roots. Is like, why are you getting that? Because I feel like once people get the fame, they get so much fascinated by it that
Yeah.
okay, they are popular, they are everywhere now, and they stop doing the things they're supposed to be doing, like still learning. Like I feel like some people just stop learning and then go into more of controversial and the fame side, the
Yeah.
media side, and to be in the entertainment rather than the education that they were giving along the way while they were in that industry. But yeah, if you know what your roots are, why you are there, and why you are famous, you can be a very successful person. And
And it takes time at the end.
definitely, that's what I'm
Everything
saying.
takes time.
Overnight fame dies overnight as well. If you have got overnight fame, and if you don't know why you got the fame and you don't maintain it for
it,
a while,
it, it can last long. It's not that it cannot last long. It's just that if you know, or if you can do that again, if you can do that again, then that's possible. And I cannot say that it doesn't last long because I don't know. But it can last long if you know about, if you know about yourself. That's the whole journey in life. You know, if you know about yourself, and you can do that again also.
yeah, that's true as well. That's definitely, I agree with you. And let's do some, it's been a serious conversation we are doing. Let's do some quick fire round questions. How I started basically is I wanted to commit to something. I was looking is like he, again, like when you start doing things, what you feel like is lack of motivation and discipline, and at the point you just become inconsistent. You start doing something, after a while, again, you said is like there is less ROI.
Yeah.
And same thing with me is like I'm trying to give education. All my videos I want to tell people as to learn about marketing. and while I was giving that, it's hard for me to give education because people find those videos boring, right? I started recording, but what I did is like I was the person, like now we are sitting up here doing podcast, which is an hour long in front of camera. But I was the person, if you see my profile 2 months back, I was inactive on social media. I was the person who had the biggest fear on camera. Like I doesn't even get my photos clicked. I was that of a person, like never want to be on a camera. I never wants my photos to be clicked because I was shy. But I just one day I was like, no, I want to do things. I want to commit because I start doing things. I feel lack of motivation, become inconsistent, and just not do it sometimes. I just went on social media and I announced this like I'm doing a 30 days challenge where I'm gonna build up a marketing agency and I'm just gonna give people marketing knowledge. I just put the video out and I was like, now I gotta do it. I gotta do the commitment is like I'm gonna record myself for next 30 days and I have to do it.
Yeah.
When I just did that, and again I get it is like when you do that, the quantity doesn't matter. Like once I put my one video out, 10 or 50 of my friends texted is like, we loved your video, it's
Yeah.
really good, and keep doing what you're doing. And once like a person said that to me, and I was like, that someone literally watched. Because like when I did my first video, I was like, who is gonna see like 400 people, 500 people, which is like we feel like it's nothing because we have a mindset is like you need
We see
a
others.
million people that you are viral, right?
Yeah.
But once I started doing it, I just did a commitment. I did for like 5 days, 10 days. Same thing started happen again. I just discipline was started to go away. I started feeling demotivated. I was like, nobody's seeing 400, 500 views. Like, let's not do it. But one day, a random person I met at a, I was just standing at a bus stand, and he's from my university, and he was just called me. He's like, "Oh, are you about Lakshay, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Lakshay," and it was like I did saw your video, and it was good, and I got good marketing knowledge from it, and I was like,
Oh.
so someone is seeing it. I was like, it doesn't matter, and
Yeah.
that gave me so much motivation. And I was like, doesn't matter if there is 500 people. I was like, even if one person is seeing it and he said like I want to watch more of it, I was like, I got to do it for that one viewer as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the biggest point. I felt the motivation. I was like, doesn't matter what you're recording, just go ahead and record yourself. Don't be shy that you want everything to be picture perfect.
Yeah.
Like that you said is like, when you do, you don't have to have the best setup in the world. Just go out, do it. And when I was doing same thing, my first 30 days challenge that I did, I just bought like $10 lights from Walmart, which I'm still using for my podcast. Like I just bought $10 lights. I didn't use bought a mic. I started recording from my phone, did some basic editings, put the video out. People liked it. Then I just started over the time, just started becoming like more professional, but better equipment. But that's what I'm saying. Like for the start, I was also never starting a journey because I was like, I don't have the equipments. They are like $5,000 equipments, $10,000 equipments. I can't put the money in because I'm also a student. I'm still a student. But once I started posting my first video, I was like, you don't need the equipments. You need the motivation.
Yeah.
You need the knowledge, and you need to know why you are there. As you said, is like you need to know why you are doing that thing. I was like, I am doing it to make myself motivated, to give a commitment out. And third thing, I want people to have the knowledge that I am learning. Being a student, because student doesn't find the ways. And that's why I come up with the idea of doing podcast is like a lot of people wants to do things as a student, as a young people, but they can't find a way. The first step is always the hardest, I feel like. Is like the first step is the hardest to take, and 90% of the people never take the first step in life. And then they regret is like my time has passed and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't want to like, is like money is a factor, but I don't want to make money as a start from this thing. I want people to go listen the podcast, and if you feel like is that from your industry, you like that industry, you want to be in that industry, I want you to have that knowledge and pursue your career. And I want you to have a chat with that person that I called in my podcast, so that way if you want to be in that industry, you can get to have some insights. And I was like, even if 400 people watch, but one of the person got the real insights, something changed for him, that's what I wanted to do. And that's why I feel like I am there. And that's why it's like most of the people need to have an aim, is like why you are there. And that's how basically my journey started and why I am doing it today. And yeah.
And you're getting yourself ready for your marriage. And you're getting used to getting pictures. You know, in Indian marriage, you have to get a lot of pictures.
Yeah. and then you'll be I'll have a photographer. It's like you're eating something. They want to get.